Hello, hello, how you doing, Sister Crafter? Come on in, brothers. Come on in, sisters. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Your brother Tony is ready to roll. How you all doing out there? I hope that you all had a good over the hump day. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We're about to get into it. We're gonna let a few more people come in so we can jump into this content. It's gonna be a very nice show, very educational, my brothers. I got something special for you, my brothers, how you can know something by a certain type of woman, because you are a particular kind of guy. All right, you are a particular type of guy, so there's a special woman that's gonna do certain things, and I'm gonna lay it out shortly, and you will be able to tell, my brother, when a certain woman is into you. It's all about you, brother. We're going to let a few more people come in, and then we're going to jump into the content tonight. We're about to get to it. I hope that you all enjoying the music by my boy Genesis. He be kicking it. And he's about to go out. I have to recognize him because he does my music. And we're about to get into it. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, brothers and sisters. We got some seats in the front as usual. We got some seats in the front. Come on in closer so you can hear this content firsthand, so we can have that eye-to-eye contact. Come on in. I want you to come in and get relaxed, my brother and sister. You're not going to stay here this long because I'm going to hit the old point like boom, 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 boom. How you doing, my brothers and sisters? For those of you, this might be your first time. My name is Tony M. Toomer, and I'm about relationships. I talk about relationship between that of a man and a woman. When I say a man and woman from a biblical perspective, I believe strongly in the account of how God had a unique relationship with the man Adam. And then he had a unique relationship with the woman Eve. He brought them both together. And at that particular time, Adam said, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman because she came from man. That's the type of relationship I expound, not explain, but I open you up, my brother and sister, to this type of relationship. If you don't like this type of relationship, my brother and sister, you have what is called a free will. You don't have to do it. You could do whatever you choose to do because you have a free will. But if you're looking at this content tonight, I strictly talk about the relationship between a male and a female. With that said, we're about to jump into the topic. Now, the topic for tonight, my brothers, the topic for tonight, my sisters, is 10 signs that a woman loves a particular man. Again, there are 10 signs that a woman loves a particular man. Now, we're going to go in it this way. Let me tell you this, my brothers and my sister. Just check this out, my sister. A man doesn't have to ask you, sister, or he doesn't have to guess whether you are into him or not, because the man could listen to the words, but the man go by acting. So, brother, in essence, a man doesn't have to ask or guess that a woman loves him, because her action will clearly be noticed. When a man notices that a woman is into him, it will be clearly noticed. I'm going to hit 10 points. But I'm going to show you something. First of all, how you doing, Sharon? I'm going to read it to you as it is written in Acts 20:35. In everything I did, I show you that by this kind of hard work, we must help the weak. Remember the words of the Lord Jesus himself said, it is more blessed to give than receive. Keep this in mind. This is the thing, brothers. A woman that really loves you, she is a giver. She's not a taker. Even the Lord said it's more blessed to give than receive. That go for a man and woman, but we're specifically talking about a woman tonight, okay? So there are 10 signs, brother, that you need to be able to know that a woman loves you, and you that particular type of man. Number one, how you could tell that a woman loves you. She will give you, or she will have you at the second most important person or thing in her life. You understand? Behind the Lord. There's no one or there's nothing that's going to proceed before you, brother. If you don't see this first sign, she doesn't love you. She likes you, but she doesn't love you. If this woman does not have you second behind the Lord, the only personal thing that could come before you, brother, is Lord. Nothing else. None. Zero. You understand? So if this woman does not have you, and you're going to clearly see it based on her decisions, it's going to be clearly shown. She's a giver. Number two, how you can clearly say, how you doing, Sister Cheryl Smith? Number two, how you could tell that a woman particularly love a certain type of man. She will come to her man as an asset. She will not be a liability. Now, a woman that loves you, brother, a woman that loves you, brother, she's not going to be a liability. When she comes to you, she's not going to come with empty hands. And I'm not talking about money and education and housing and all that kind of stuff. No, she's going to come with a lot of character, and she's probably going to come into the relationship with some assets. But she's not going to come to you because she doesn't come to you with a lot of liabilities. She's an asset. Whatever you doing in your life, my brother, she's going to add to it. You understand? She's going to add to your purpose in life. If you know who you are, why you're here, and where you're going, she's going to add to your purpose. Because what? She's a giver. She's not a taker. Number three, for those of you that coming in, tonight's topic is 10 signs that a woman loves a particular woman. Number one, I said that you, brother, will be the second most important thing to that woman besides the Lord. Behind the Lord, right behind the Lord. No other relationship, nothing. Number two, she will come to you as an asset and not a liability. How you doing, mother and my sister Renee? Number three, how a man could determine that a woman loves him or a particular man. She will acknowledge her man as the head and leader in the relationship. This woman, she knows about the order of a relationship. She recognizes that you're not better than her, brother. And you know that you're no better than her, but she's going to recognize your position in the relationship. How does she know her position in the relationship? Because she got a relationship with the Lord first. And when she come into the relationship, the Lord going to give her assets. She's a Proverbs 31 woman. So therefore, she's going to clearly know your role in the relationship. She's going to know that you are the head and leader in the relationship. Therefore, she is a giver. She's not a taker. Number four, how you can know, brother, the 10 signs that a woman loves a particular man, which is you. Number four, she will add to your peace. She will add to your peace of mind. What do I mean by that? Brothers, you know, a lot of you brothers, I'm talking about you brothers that have purpose. When you are on your grind, when you are on your purpose, how you doing, Sister Flo Harvey Mark? When you are on your grind, whatever you're doing out there in the world could take a toll on you. Yes, the Lord is your peace. But if you have a woman in your life, that woman will give you peace. And I'm going to tell you, if you have a woman that will add to your peace of mind, that's a beautiful thing. Like whenever you go out into the world and you're coming home and you see her car out there, you don't mind jumping out the car, going in there, because when you put that key in the door and you open the door, you're going to see a smile. You ain't got to worry about no argument. You're not going to have to stop by no bar and get you a couple of drinks to go home. You'll be able to go home sober-minded because you're looking forward to seeing her. She's not going to be one of those argumentative women. She's not going to be one of those contentious women. She's going to give you peace. She's not going to attack you once you put your left or right foot in the door. She's not going to do that. She's going to have a pleasant smile on her face when you walk in. I know that firsthand because whenever my wife be here, because she's not here right now, whenever she be here, if I go out or whatever, whenever I come home, she always have a pleasant smile on her face. Always when I come home. So I don't mind getting out my car. I don't mind leaving and coming back, or whenever she come back, she always have a smile on her face when I see her. And she always give peace of mind. Yes, sometimes we have a misunderstanding, but it be very minimal. My relationship, my brother and sister, I have more sunshine than I have rain. Yes, I have some rainy episodes in our relationship, but it be very few times when the shower come down, okay? So my brother, if you have a woman that contribute to your peace of mind, you got something going on. That is a blessing from God. Because what? She's a giver. She's not a taker. Number 5, she will address all her man's physical needs to the best of her ability. Again, if this woman loves you and you that particular man, she is going to address all her man's physical needs to the best of her ability. How you doing, Sister Twyla? What do I mean by that? I'm not only talking about sexual needs. Any sexual need, if you need to eat, or any other sexual or any other physical needs, if you get sick or anything that has to do with the physical, she's going to try to the best of her ability to meet your need, not your want. When it comes to the physical thing, she knows her place in a relationship. She know you're a man. She know you have different types of needs. Like she has different types of needs, but she's going to be mainly focused on your needs. She gonna not only is she gonna do it, sometimes she would do things for you before she do it for herself. That's the mentality of a servant. And when I say a servant, I'm not saying a slave. Jesus had that particular type of attitude where he was a servant. So a man's supposed to be a servant in a relationship. He served the Lord and he served his wife and his family. And a woman, she understands her role in a relationship. No, she's not a slave. But she got that servant mentality, and she wants to create a good environment for her husband because she's committed to the relationship. She understands that she got a serious thing going on with this man. She understands the commitment to this man, and she understands the covenant part of the relationship with this man. So she's going to meet all his physical needs to the best of her ability. And she's not going to have no excuse. Let me tell you something, some of you brothers, right here on this physical part. Some of you brothers, you have a woman that does not want to address your physical need. You have a woman that don't even want to make you a biscuit. She won't do nothing for you. She don't care about your clothes or anything that go on your body. She don't care about a whole bunch of things that pertain to you. Not only is she looking out for herself, and if she has children, her primary thing after the Lord is you. She's going to make sure that you're straight. You understand? So if some of you lacking physical, your woman addressing you from a physical standpoint, you're in a bad situation. You understand? Number 6, out of the 10 signs that a woman loves a particular man, she will be conscious of her behavior when you are private or public, and without you, brothers, when she is not in your presence. You understand? She will be conscious of her behavior when it's just you and her. She's going to watch how she talks. She's going to watch how she behaves in front of you. And that's when only you two be together. Or if you have children, she's going to be very careful because she's conscious of it. She's conscious of it because she believes in peace in the home. And when you be public, it's going to translate from the private to the public. When you're in public, she's going to be conscious of her behavior. She's going to act like that Proverbs 31 woman. She's going to walk and people are going to respect her with you. Understand? They're going to be very respectful. Men will ask you stuff like, once they observe your woman, they're going to say, man, I wish I had a woman like that. Because other men going to be watching her. Especially if you got a attractive woman, other men going to look at it. So brothers, don't get all messed up because other men look at your woman because she there with you. That's the most important thing. She there with you, but they're gonna watch they're gonna watch and listen how she talk to you. And not only that, she gonna be schooling other women how to treat a man. That's what she's gonna do. And some women, they're gonna be saying stuff like, if I was, I don't see why she doing all that for a man. That's why they have problem with men. That's why they can't keep a man, because they don't know that it takes skill to be a woman. They don't understand, number one, that you are the second most important thing in her life behind the Lord. They don't understand that she's an asset, whereas they're a liability. They don't understand that she acknowledged you as the head and leader of the relationship. They don't understand that this woman about bringing peace to the relationship. They don't understand that she meets all your physical needs. They don't understand that she's conscious of her behavior in front of other people. These are some of the women that are going to be observing your woman. Some of these women, brothers, they are going to be envious, and they're going to be jealous of that type of woman that you have. Some of these women are going to be saying, if I were her, I wouldn't be doing all that, because he ain't all that and all that kind of stuff. That's why I say they ain't got a man most of the time, or the relationship that they got is raggedy. No, and then guess what? She is a giver. Number 7. She will keep up her appearance, and she will keep up her hygiene, meaning she will be very clean. She will be very clean. She care about your how you see her. How you seen her when you first met, she's going to continue to do it. Yes, you're going to see some down times with her. Yes, you're going to see her when she have her makeup and everything on. Even if she don't have her makeup or whatever she does, if she don't be all dolled up, she's still going to be conscious of how you look at her. She's still going to be attractive to you. She's going to make sure everything together, and she's going to make sure her hygienes are on point. Just like your hygiene's supposed to be on point, brother, she's going to make sure her hygienes and everything are on point, because she's thinking about you. She's thinking about pleasing you. She's thinking about doing everything it takes to have a peaceful home and to encourage you in whatever purpose you got in life, because she's right there, because she's your helpmeet. She know why she's in your life to add to whatever you're doing. Number 8. Out of the 10 signs that a woman loves a particular man, that man being you. Number 8, she will not display her body for the world, because she know that her body is the temple of the Lord, and she also know that her body is for her man's eyes only. I'm going to say that again. Number 8, out of the 10 signs that a woman loves a particular man, she will not display her body for the world. That's for everybody to see, because she's conscious of it. She respect the Lord, and she respect you, because she know that the Lord is in her, and she know that the Lord, that her body is a temple, and she gonna treat her body such. She gonna care so much for her body, because she know that the Lord is moving in her body. And then after the Lord moving in her body, and the Lord is with her wherever she goes, she's thinking about, I don't want nobody to see what my stuff but my man. I don't need for other men to see everything I got, because I got a man. Why do I need to show every other man what I got? Why do I need the validations of other men? I don't need the validation of other men when I have this man right here to see what I have. These are the type of women she's going to be conscious of displaying her body to the world. That's why a lot of women, when it comes to men that are about something, they're serious about what their vocation in life, especially if they know if they're following the Lord, even though it's a perfect man, and wherever the Lord put this man, and he doesn't have to be a preacher. He don't have to be no deacon. He don't have to be no elder. But whatever this man, he could be in sports, movie, whatever. But this imperfect man, is following the Lord, and this woman is conscious because she represents this man. You understand? She knows she represents this man, and she knows that's what it is. She don't have to do all that stuff. The only person that she cares about looking at her is her own husband. And that's right, Sherry Smith got it. She's a Proverbs 31 woman. That's right, because if it's not, is she ain't even worried about the clean up woman like Sister Flo down there got Betty Wright. She ain't worried about no clean up woman. Because she's a giver, not a taker. Number 9, out of the 10 signs that a woman love a particular man, she will constantly do just because for her man. What do I mean just because? And I have said this over and over again, different ways. She would go over and above what she needs to do. She will always be conscious of that man wherever she goes. She's a giver, not a taker. What do I mean by just because? She don't wait for certain days. She don't wait for his birthday. She don't wait for his no anniversary. She don't wait for nothing. When she goes somewhere, she does things. She does a little thing for her man, because guess what? She be thinking about him. And this is another thing about just because, brothers. If you have a woman that initiate contact with you, that is a blessing. What do I mean by that? You don't have to text her all the time, because she will text you. You don't have to call her all the time, because she will call you. You don't have to treat her all the time, because she's going to treat you sometime, because she understands that this is a relationship. Everything is not going to be on you, brother, because guess what? If you are a solid man, you're going to be doing a lot of just because for her. And guess what? She's going to be doing a whole bunch of just because to you. She's not going to go to this traditional prototype and say, I'm a woman and you supposed to do everything for me. You supposed to chase me and all that. She's not that kind of woman. She's a Proverbs 31 woman. You're going to notice, brother, she's going to be active. She's going to be keeping in contact with you. She's going to reach to you throughout the day. She's going to be reaching out to you. Just like this, for example, I'm not saying that my wife is the top woman in the world, but she one of the top. She got imperfection. I got imperfections. And that's how it is. But one thing I could tell you about Cinderella, when she's not here, if she be out of town, every morning, she never miss a beat. She always texts me. Every day, throughout the day, she's making contact with me. She's calling or texting. Every day, and she's not doing all that by herself. I reach out to her too throughout the day. Every day I wake up in the morning, if she's not here in town, every morning I get up, I always have a text. I never miss a text from her. I never miss talking to her throughout the day. I enjoy talking to her throughout the day. She enjoyed talking to me throughout the day. If it's not a text, we're talking. So she initiated, she does a lot of things just because. So if she reaches out to me, that means she does a thing when she go out. Like sometimes she could go shopping. She could go shopping by herself, and I'm thinking she going shopping for something for herself. And she come home and she has stuff for me. And it's not my birthday or nothing. You understand? She's not buying me. I don't be buying her when I do things for her. She not that. It's just because she be thinking about me. You understand? Yes, she be thinking about imperfect Tony, and I think about imperfect Tequesta, or as you all know, Cinderella. She's a giver, not a taker. And the final part, out of the 10, all the signs that I have just listed for you, my brothers, when it comes to a woman that she loves you that particular man, all of this come down to what we call respect. She respects you. Men, sister, men don't look at the emotional part when it comes to love. Men look at the respect part. That's how men equate love, when a woman has respect for him. She does things in a respectable way. Sister Sherry said that's what beautiful couple should do that. That's right. She does things in a respectable way. So those of you that are coming in, tonight's topic was 10 signs that a woman loves a particular man. I'm going to hit these 10 points real quick. Number one, how a man knows that a woman loves him, not like. She don't, it's more than like, it's love. But when she loves, she like, but it's most of it is love. Number one, you, brother, you are the second most important person or thing in her life behind the Lord. You just come behind the Lord. So, brother, don't look to be number one in her life. Look to be number two. You don't want to be 3, 4, and 5 in people and things. You want to be number two. If you number two, you know for sure that that woman loves you. With that, out come all the other things that I just said. Because you number two, she understands priority. Number two, she will come to you as an asset. She's not coming to you with a liability. That means she's not coming with an empty hand saying, take, give. She's not like that. She's a giver. She's coming to the relationship. Number three, she acknowledges you as the leader and head of the relationship. She know that you're not better than her. She know that she's not, and you know that she's not better than you, but she know that you're equal, but yet she understands that the Lord put you at the head and leadership of the relationship. Therefore, she doesn't have a problem being submissive to you. To be submissive is a strong characteristic that a man or woman can have. It takes a man to be submissive to follow the Lord. And if this woman is following the Lord, if this man is following the Lord, it's natural for the woman to follow the man and be submissive to the man. She will add to your peace. You won't have a whole bunch of arguments. Some people say when it comes to a relationship, all we do is fuss and fight, and she do this and he do that and all that kind of stuff. If you have a woman peace, you might have some disagreement. Listen to what I say. You may have some disagreement, but they're going to be far and in between. Sometimes, my brother and sister, you could be thinking that you having a dream, even though your name ain't Martin Luther King, but you having a dream. When you have a woman, brother, that's around you and giving you peace, you be wondering, wow, I ain't never been in this situation before. It ain't a lot of conflicts and stuff like that. There's a lot of women that don't give you peace, brother, behind the Lord. There are some contentious women. But when you get that one special one, because some people say relationships are hard. Relationships aren't not hard. They're not hard. You have to work in a relationship. How you doing, Sister Harvey? Relationships are not hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but relationships are not hard when, brother, you have the right woman that it's about peace with her. She's not a hell raiser. She's a giver. Number 5, she will address all your physical needs to the best of her ability. And you can't add for no more. All your needs to the best of her ability. Because remember, she's human. You're human. But she's going to always think about you when it comes, and like I said, it's not all about sex all the time. Look at Sister Flo said two more times. It ain't all about sex all the time. She know that you need to eat. She know that your clothes need to be clean. These are physical things. She knows all this stuff. And she know that you need that moment when you need to be touched in an intimate way. She's there. I'm going to tell you this, brother. Listen to this, brother, real clear when it comes to that intimate part. I'm telling you, brother, if you have a woman, when it comes to that intimate part, and she never deny you, she never, ever deny you. Never. She never say no to you. Brother, if you got a woman that never say no, even if she's not feeling well, but if she's not feeling well, brother, you need to have common sense and say, no, we don't need to do this. But you know that even if she's not feeling better, she will let you touch her. Many women aren't like that, but brother, you're supposed to exercise wisdom and give her a break if she's not feeling that well, okay? If she's tired, give her a break. But there's some women that they want to play that Santa Claus game, but you got a special one when she don't want to hold back on you. And Sister Harvey said, where the fellas at? They need to be here to hear this. Yes. And also, number 6, I'm at number 6. She will be conscious of her behavior when she's in front of you. She will watch how she talks to you. She will watch all that, how she behave in front of you, and it's just you and her. Or if in the children or anybody in your personal space, she's going to be very careful, and they're going to translate to when you're in public. She's going to talk to you in a respectable way. She's going to behave in a respectable way. And this is another thing. When you're not around, she's going to behave in a respectable way because she recognizes that she is part of you. You and her are one flesh. Number 7, she will keep up her appearance, and she will be very clean. She will be on point with those hygienes. On point. She's not going to let herself go. Even if she not all dolled up, she's going to be very presentable to you. From the first day you met her to the present day, she's going to always make sure she's on point. Even her real relaxed day, she's going to make sure that she's on point. She's not going to display her body to the public, to the world. She don't have to validate. She don't need the validation of other men. She don't have to keep posting pictures on swimsuits and she just in the not the bathroom. Yeah, some of them be in the bathroom. She don't have to post pictures on social media in a swimming suit and not even close to no water. Or she could be close to the water. Why she want to post pictures with swimming suits on? Why? Especially if she's in a relationship with a man. That's supposed to be between her and the man and those people on the beach. Why she got to do it? What she got to prove? Because she know her body is the temple of the Lord, and she's going to treat her body with respect because she has respect for the Lord, and therefore she's going to have respect for you because she don't need no validation from another man. That is a sign of a giving woman, and she loves you. She will be constantly doing just because for you. Just because it's you. It's nothing, no special deal, nothing. Just because it's you, she would do things, she would go overboard for you. And the final thing, she will have respect for you. And everything that I just named, all of these hinge on the word respect. Men look at love as all I need for her to do is respect me. Women don't look at love that way. But men look at love, first of all, does she respect me? That's how men equate love, by the respect. Then the emotional part. In the end, a man of purpose will love his wife. So it's a backside to it. Brother, in order to have a woman to love you, you have to take the initiative. When you take the initiative, you can have this type of woman, but you have to be the leader. You have to show. A worldly man don't understand what I'm about to say. And some of you have heard it before, but unless you are a man of purpose, unless you find out to the Lord, even though you're an imperfect man, this is what some men need to know. In Ephesians 5:24, now as the church submits to Christ, also the wives should submit to their husband. Now she will submit to you, brother, if you submit to the Lord. It'll be a natural thing for her to do it. So some of you, brother, you struggling with your woman. You want to be the dictator of your woman. You can't. It ain't about being no dictator over your woman. Some of you brothers said you want your woman. You got this image in your mind that you want the woman to be like a slave. She's not a slave. She have a servant mentality like you have a servant mentality. You submit to the Lord because the Lord is your head, and she submit to you because the Bible clearly say, and I have said this several times, God is the head of Christ. Christ is the head of man. Man is the head of woman. Brother, you and your woman are equal. But the Lord puts you in a higher position, but yet you're equal. And this is what she knows. And this is the parallel. Again, in Ephesians 5:24, now as the church submit to Christ, also wives should submit to the husband in everything. So, brother, if she submit to you in everything, you have to submit to Christ in everything. And then it goes on to say, husband, love your wives. Brother, you have to love your wives. just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her to make her holy, cleansing her by the washing with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church without stains or wrinkles or any other blemishes, but holy and blameless. What does that mean? Brother, when you're taking care of yourself, you got to make sure that you lifting up your woman. You got to make sure you addressing her spiritual need, because you're a spiritual leader. You got to address her soul, her mind, her will, her emotion, and her body, and everything that she needs. Just like Christ is constantly making sure that the church is on point, because the church is his bride, the brother, and then the church is going to become his wife when he comes back. But presently, brother, you get a pattern of how you're supposed to treat your wife. Your wife have to be the second most important personal thing in your life, like you are the second most important personal thing in her life. So if you have Christ in your life, brother, all your decisions, even though you might fall sometime, all your decisions gonna consider Christ and then your wife and all other people and things after her. Like I say, sometimes you might fall. But other than that, if you're a focused man, your thought process is going to be the Lord. And then the second thing, you're going to say, how would this affect the Lord if I do this or that? And then you're going to be thinking, how would this affect my wife if I do this or that? That's how your mindset is going to be most of the time. Not all the time, because you can't go off track, but most of the time. And also it say this in Ephesians, and I'm with 5:24, and I'm reading along. It said, in the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own body. So, brother, when you looking at your wife, how you keep your body up, how you make sure that your body and everything together, you got to make sure her body and everything together. What do I mean by that? However you take care of your body, make sure you getting the right, proper rest and everything. You got to be mindful of your woman, because you and her are one flesh. You understand? You're one flesh. So you got to make sure that you love your wife as your own body, because once you marry a woman, brother, you and her are one flesh. You're two different individuals, but you're one. And the Bible said, he who loves his wife love himself. What does that mean? How you could really tell whether a man love himself, and I'm talking about a man that's in a relationship that he's serious, he's committed, and he's in a covenant relationship. How that man treat himself, how that man treat his wife, gonna tell you how much how he value himself. Based on how a man talk to his wife, if he talk to her in a disrespectful, negative way, that's how he think and feel about himself, because she's part of him. So, sister, you need to understand that based on if the man treats you in a negative way, that's how he is. That's how he views himself, in a negative way. So whatever in him, it's gonna go towards you. If a man is feeling good about his relationship with the Lord, and if that man feeling good about himself, guess what? It's gonna come to you, sisters. It's gonna come to you. And how it's gonna come to you? He's gonna make sure his language of love, his love language is to make sure that you are provided for. His love language towards you is going to make sure that you're protected. His love language for you is going to make sure that he encourages you. His love language for you is he's going to honor you, not only private, but he will honor you publicly. He's not putting you on a pedestal, but he's going to honor you public. He don't mind telling people good things about his wife. This type of man, sisters and brothers, you'll know that a man loves his wife, how he talks about her. You can really tell how a man loves his wife when he talk about it. If a man loves his wife, he's not going to go tell people negative things about his wife. Even if his wife and him are having problems in the relationship, he's not going to go talk to his boys. his mama, his dad, and all that kind of stuff. He not going to talk about that stuff to them. He don't want to talk negative about his mate, even when they having rough time. Because guess what? When him and his mate make up, whoever he told negative thing about his woman, they going to remember that stuff. He might forgive his woman, especially his family, but his family might not forgive her. You understand? Or his friend might not forgive her. They'll be saying he said all this about his woman or his wife, and yet they lovey-dovey now. So what's wrong? He got a problem. He's saying all this negative stuff about her, but he's still there with her. So let me tell you this, brother, and you need to grow up on this, brother. If you have a good woman, she's not perfect. Okay? She's not perfect. Let's get that established. You're not perfect. But do not go out and talk negative about your woman. Don't talk to your closest friend about negative, nothing negative. What I say about your closest friend. But we ain't talking about Jesus on this. We talk about human. Brothers, if you have a good guy friend, don't tell him nothing negative about your woman. Or guy friend, don't tell them nothing negative about your woman. Your family, don't tell them nothing about your woman. Your co-worker, don't tell them nothing negative about your woman. Social media, definitely don't tell them nothing about a woman. And a double whammy, if some of you brothers seeing another lady, never tell that other woman about your wife. Don't never say nothing negative to another woman about your wife. Never do that. If it's something that's going on between you and your wife, cause if you, and I'm not endorsing it, but if you got a side woman, why are you going to tell another woman negative stuff about your wife? Why you want to put acid on your wife if you got this side thing going on? Why would you want to do that? Don't you know when you tell other women about your woman, what they going to do? They're going to go tell their girlfriends about it. Those side women that you are talking to, brother, they going to go tell they going to go tell their side friends about your wife. Don't ever say nothing negative about your wife to nobody. If you're going to say anything negative about your woman, brother, you talk to the Lord about that. He's the one that you talk the negative stuff about your wife so he can help you work it out. Remember what I say, brother. If you got a good woman, she's not perfect, but she's going to show some of these 10 characteristics that I just went over. She's a good woman. She's a Proverbs 31 woman. She's not perfect. So don't look for perfection. Look for her to fall on her face sometime. Like you're going to fall on your face. And above all, it's between you, the Lord, and your woman. Not no one else. It's you, the Lord, and your woman, called. The Lord got you both together. Don't make your wife look bad. Don't say nothing about her. If you say anything about her, make sure it's positive. If you don't have nothing good to say about your woman, you married her. If you don't have nothing positive to say, don't say nothing at all. It's just like that. Don't say anything. There's not one person that looking at me right now that know me personally that can say he said something negative about his wife. There's not one of y'all who know me personally that can say that I told you something negative about my wife. Not one of you all. That's male or female. And guess what? You never will hear me say that. I know it's not good to say never, but you ain't never hear that. But guess what, my brothers and sisters? I love you, brothers. I love you, sisters. I'm glad that you're here tonight. Sister Flo says she passed the test. Yes, you're here tonight, my brother and sister. I hope that you got something out of this content. Those of you that came in late, the topic was 10 signs that a woman loves a particular man. That's you, brother. If you came in late, I'm going to save it to my page. You can look at it and share it if you need to. Because some people need to hear this kind of stuff. You brothers, your brother need to know. You sisters, you need to know. Pass it along to other women so they can know that they love their man. Peace.